G Monday M Beanstalk. This is Beanthoven with your weekly call roundup. Last Tuesday's dev call discussed possible changes to seed per BDV ratios. Currently, unripe bean deposits are allocated 1 stalk 2 seeds per BDV, whereas unripe bean 3 curve deposits are 1 stalk 4 seeds per BDV. They discussed changing the ratio, and an informal poll suggested setting both unripe bean and unripe LP to 2 seeds per BDV would encourage conversion.
The question is whether beanstalk should necessarily be rewarding more seeds for unripe LP rather than unripe beans, because when someone approaches beanstalk and is interested in depositing an asset into the silo, for one, there's no liquid market for unripe LP, but also depositing unripe LP in the silo does not benefit beanstalk any more than depositing unripe beans per se.
The team also discussed seed rewards for the upcoming Bean ETH pool and future whitelisted LP. The second main topic centered on Oracle solutions for the convert function, how that factors into attack vectors such as flash loans and sandwiching, and how to think about the interplay between manipulation resistance and gas costs. Chris Bleck of Bleck Report was in attendance as he conducts some transparency work for Beanstalk. Thursday's DAO call began with Guy providing some updated timelines.
You had talked about kind of the 3 high-level either Beanstalk upgrades or ecosystem upgrades that Beanstalk Farms is working on at the moment. The first of which is the Sunrise improvements that was worked on by folks like Breen and Chai Kitty. That introduces the Dutch auction in the field and various improvements to the Sunrise incentive mechanism. I think some folks are currently doing some simulations as far as what that Sunrise reward would have looked like for past seasons, and hopefully the timeline for that as far as putting it up on Immunify looks like 1 to 2 weeks. And theoretically, at least, the hope is to put that up at the same time as a proposal to implement stock delegation, which was much discussed about a month and a half ago.
Commit hashes for pumps and aquifers will go to auditors in the next few days, and they're currently with both Halborn and Cyphrin. He also invited folks to participate in the straw polls in the Barnyard chat from Tuesday's dev call, and mentioned that dev calls may become more spread out in the future. Finally, Guy noted that scribe engagement has been kicked off, and community channels are now open in the Discord, along with weekly calls sometime on Wednesdays. Silo Chad and Sweet Red Beans also gave some updates.
So a couple of things going on this week. On the Silo v3.1 side, as Guy mentioned, so we've kicked off a internal code review process with more contributors for that. So have a couple people reading over the code and making some tweaks and suggestions in terms of how to structure the code and naming things. But generally that's moving forward, and the hope is to deliver a hash for that to Halborn sometime next week. So we'll keep everybody posted on progress there. The other major thing is that yesterday we had a call with Halborn to review the changes to Wells over the past couple of weeks. Beyond that, lots of movement in terms of the front end for Wells, which is being actively developed by Beanstalk Farms right now. And then some other, testing related stuff going on with respect to the upgrades that'll be coming out in the coming months.
2 updates this week. The first is, I believe we're going to be shipping the ability to add claimable assets and plant to any transaction sometime in the next few days or so. And then additionally, we're in design review to adjust some of the UX for the forms to be a little bit more friendly, because we're adding so much functionality to them to be able to add claim or plant or rinse or harvest and transfer the output to a different wallet. So hopefully the forms will have a nicer UX, and that's something to look forward to. Other than that, heads down working on the UI components for Wells, for the Wells front end. Believe I should have a full sort of prototype skeleton within the next week or so. And then at that point, we'll start looking for visual design partners to sort of help determine the visual identity and help us with some illustrations.
Finally, Gal from Hypernative gave a demo of their security application, which monitors everything happening on-chain in real time and flags security risk events. They demoed the UI and fielded a lot of questions, so it's well worth checking out the recording on YouTube, which includes video of the demo. That's one more week on the grind. See you next time, farmers.